Hey guys, welcome back. It's a new month, which means it's a new batch of favorites. We've got some skincare, some makeup, clothes, accessories, books, and TV shows. So let's just get right into it. So starting off with the cosmetics, I have a couple old faves that I've revisited, one being this Embryolisse moisturizer. If you guys remember, I used this for years and years and years. Literally for the majority of the past 10 years, I've been using this Embryolisse moisturizer, maybe even longer, I don't even know. I stopped using it at some point a couple years ago because I decided to transition over to the La Roche-Posay moisturizer, which I also love. It's a lot lighter, but a few weeks ago I was starting to feel really dry and no amount of moisturizer or serums or anything was cutting it. I placed an order through the derm store for some other things and I needed a little something extra to qualify for free shipping, so I ended up getting a travel size version of the Embryolisse because I thought I loved it once before, maybe I'll love it again. Guys, I love it again. It is so hydrating. I love it. I think once this runs out, I'm gonna repurchase the full size. And I think I'm back on the Embryolisse train. It is so good. The other product I revisited is the Laniege Lip Mask. I feel like this was really trendy for a period of time and then everyone kind of moved on to other brands, started doing like lip masks and lip treatments, and then everyone just kind of moved on, including me. But my lips have been dry and burning and none of my usual tricks were working. So I just dug this out of my nightstand. This is the pumpkin spice one that I had from like last year or maybe even 2 years ago. Whoops. And I applied this, guess what? Gone. Dry lips gone, burning gone. I'm back on the train. I don't know why I left. I need to stop abandoning things that are working because this is amazing. Something else that's pumpkin spice but was new to me is the Trader Joe's pumpkin hand cream. I know this went viral for a period of time when this first came out because it's like an exact dupe for the L'Occitane hand cream that's really popular. And I'll be honest, I got it because it was pumpkin. And I really like pumpkin, and you really have to engage all of the senses when you live in LA to get into the fall mode, because you know, sometimes it'll be like a nice sweater weather day and the next it'll be 90 degrees. And what can you really do? So this hand cream really gets me in the mood, gets me in the fall spirit. It smells so good and it's also really hydrating. I accidentally dropped it and busted the cap open, so I do want to get a second one so that I can keep it in my purse. It's so good and I really want to get it before they run out of the pumpkin scent. Two makeup products here, both that I'm wearing right now. First one being the Tower 28 mascara. I did a shoot with Tower 28, as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, and when I was leaving they gave me a little goodie bag and it had this mascara in it, and I was really excited because I've been wanting to try it, but I'm trying not to buy makeup right now because I'm just, it's an overconsumption problem. You know what I mean? It's like we all have problems, and mine is buying like makeup and beauty products, and I'm really just trying to be better about that. But they gave this to me, and now unfortunately I will have to be repurchasing this when it runs out because it's really good. It's really good. It's as good as they say. I feel like I can really build it up to be super voluminous when I want that, but I can also just do like 1 or 2 coats for something a little bit more natural. It holds a curl really well. It doesn't smudge. It comes off easily at the end of the day. Those are all like kind of my mascara requirements, and it hits all of them. Next makeup product being from Violette FR, one of my all-time faves, and I think they just have some of the best lip products out there. This is their Lip Nectar. It's a hydrating lip stain, and this is in the shade Dahlia Noir, and I've been wearing this to death. I haven't reapplied it in a while. So it is like a glossy stain, so when you put it on, it's like really pigmented and has like a nice gloss finish, but as you like kind of eat and drink, the gloss kind of wears off and then you're just left with this really beautiful stain. I love the color. I feel like it's perfect for fall. It's a little bit something while still being neutral. I'll apply like another coat now so you can kind of get the full effect. But I've been loving it. It looks good with lip liner, it looks good without. I love it. Another product on my faves is a toothbrush. Kind of weird, but kind of not when you think about it. It's like we need these, we use them all the time. We should have a favorite. So I've been using the Suri toothbrush for years. I know I've raved about them a lot because I love them so much. And they came out with recently a 2.0, a new and improved version, which I was surprised because I was like, it's perfect, but they've made it even better. So I had to include it in my faves, even though I've already talked about it. I fell in love with them originally when they sent it to me, and I wasn't loving my electric toothbrush at the time, and I had just gone back to like manual, analog, if you will, toothbrushes. But I was willing to give it a go, and I had had these stubborn stains on my bottom teeth for a while that I couldn't get rid of. No amount of white strips was getting rid of them, and I thought I was gonna have to have them like professionally whitened. When I started using this toothbrush years ago, they completely went away. They went away. I don't know what kind of sorcery it was, but I've been a diehard Suri toothbrush user ever since. And the new and improved version is even better. It holds a charge even longer. And if I was gonna make one complaint, it was that the bristles were just a little too stiff for my liking. I have some like gum receding problems, so I like a softer toothbrush. Well, the new one is perfect. It is like the perfect softness and firmness for my liking, so they really knocked it out of the park. The brush heads are all plastic free. They're made from recycled materials and they can be recycled, so they're not all gonna end up in a landfill or anything. Earrings I've been wearing are not the ones I'm wearing now because I just got these, and these are definitely gonna be a next month's favorite, but because they got here on November 1st, I cannot with good conscience include them. But these are the ones I wore all through October. These, I'm so sorry to say, they're brandless, or at least I don't remember the brand. I got these on clearance at Nordstrom Rack, but let me tell you what I love about them. They're gorgeous. Like, they kind of remind me of like a Twizzler, you know what I mean? Like a silver Twizzler, the way they're like kind of twisted. They're like the perfect hoop size for every day. It's like a statement without being like a statement. And I love them. Oh, I forgot one more skincare product. These masks by COSRX. These are the Snail Mucin masks. I found these at TJ Maxx for $16.99, and I thought I'll give it a go. Like I said, I was dealing with a lot of dryness. My rosacea was flaring up, my perioral dermatitis was flaring up, and I didn't know if this would help or hurt, but I was so dry, I was like so uncomfortable. So I got these, and wouldn't you know, I've had the best skin month in forever. My rosacea is calm, my perioral dermatitis is calm. I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but I've been using these like every week, sometimes twice a week. And it came with 10, I only have 3 left. I'm trying to ration them, but I guess I'll just have to repurchase because they've been really, really good. Okay, what I've been wearing, as you guys have probably noticed, is my Gap hoodies. My Gap hoodies! And I've got all of them here. Wait, I just had like a weird inception moment where I just saw my phone on the table, and then I was like, but if my phone's here, what am I recording on? My camera. I forgot what I was doing for a sec. I don't know if that's accurate to the movie Inception. I've actually never seen it, but anyway, the Gap hoodies. I'm wearing this one. This is like the cropped cutie one. I've got my gray zip up that I wear a lot. I've got the blue zip up I wear a ton. So cute. And then this one, which okay, this is a men's hoodie and it's like super big and oversized, and I find it to be so cute with like a full face of makeup and some hoop earrings. Like it kind of gives like, I don't give a heck, but I look cute. You know what I mean? I went onto Gap's website to be like, maybe I should get a second one. And I thought, I'm being crazy. I've got literally 4 hoodies right here that I wear all the time. Do I really need to get a second color? Yes. To be honest, the color I wanted, it was sold out of my size. So that's really the only reason. But Ted loved it so much, he also got himself one. So the Gap hoodies, I mean, they know what they're doing. I've been really loving Gap and Old Navy. My God. If I could just have an unlimited shopping spree at those 2 stores, I could really do some damage. So I got these all linked in my ShopMy. So if you guys want to see the exact ones I got, all of them I got in XL, except for the men's one is in double XL because I wanted that big. So I have been reading a lot. I'm always reading, you know this, but there was a book that I read in October that really stuck with me, so I wanted to share it in my faves. And let me pull it. I'm a Kindle girl now, so let me pull it up. Okay, I just want to see the cover. Anyway, this is the book, the black and white. I'll just put it here, okay? It's If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This was perfect for fall. Again, like I said, you really got to put yourself in the headspace when you live in LA because the cold weather doesn't really start till like well into November consistently. So yeah, I had to put myself there mentally and by incorporating pumpkin and things like that. And this book really got me there, okay? It's like very Gilmore Girls inspired. It takes place in the 90s at a bed and breakfast in Vermont. Need I say more? And of course it's a rom-com. I just found it so cute and cozy, and I just really found myself like missing the setting and like the characters when I finished. It was one of those books that like really stuck with me for a couple days. Like whenever I finish a book, I like immediately go into the next book. And sometimes when I've really enjoyed a book, I find myself like yearning for the old one. And that happened with this one. So really good if you're wanting to do a cozy fall reading. The next thing on my list is something I watched in the month of October that I couldn't get enough of, and that is the show Task on HBO. If you guys watched Mayor of Easttown, it was made by the same creators, and I really love those shows because first of all, they're good, but second of all, because they take place, the creator is from around where I grew up, the suburbs of Philly, and both of those shows take place there. You know, they go so far as to like get a dialect coach because the Delco and Monco accent in Philly is like so specific, and it's a really hard accent to fake. And so I think they do a really good job. There's of course moments where I'm like, that's not how it would have been said, but it's really fun and like homey for me to watch and just like get a little slice of it. Just seeing the representation on screen of like this heinous accent that is near and dear to my heart. But the show itself is so good. The writing incredible, the acting incredible, the story incredible. Ted and I, we didn't binge it because we were watching it. They were releasing one episode a week, and so we were like savoring it. Every Sunday we were like, it's Task night, and we would sit and watch Task, and then once it was over we were like, what now, you know? So I had to include that. If you guys haven't watched it yet, you're able to binge it now because it's all out, but highly recommend. So those are all my faves from October. Again, all the physical products will be linked in my ShopMy or down below if you guys want to check them out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.